Emoni Bates, do you think that he could be better than Brandon Miller?
Yeah, because the Hornets are a cursed franchise. Like that.
Jordan's Hornets run as an owner hurts his legacy.
Come on.
Bro. You know what's meant to be. You know, I had to do that. Emoni Bates being the best draft pick of this class.
You don't believe that.
I believe that. I believe that. Even though his role models are Ja Morant and Miles Bridges, we're going to act like we didn't hear him say that. But my thing about this, right, about Emoni Bates, when he was in high school, I remember everybody talking about this kid like he was the next Kevin Durant. There was nobody like him. Yada, yada, yada. My problem is that he classified early and went to Memphis a year too early. I feel like he should have never done that shit. I feel like that kind of fucked him up because he didn't get a lot of playing time and he was just too young. He wasn't ready yet. And then when he made the decision to transfer and then he got caught with a blick, that narrative really went down fucking hill. So I think after that, when you think about Emoni Bates and what he's done, right, and you see how his performance is, shout out to them winning Summer League. Cleveland, this is for you. I think he's been very impressive, and I think he's going to be a sleeper. Now, I will say this. He ended up in the right spot in Cleveland, right, because there's nothing to do there. There's ain't shit to do there. And you have a legit vet and a good role model for somebody like Donovan Mitchell that can – coach you up and show you how to be a pro.
I covered the Nets game they played in the semifinals, and I watched him from start to finish. He looked fantastic, and a lot of the things that people kind of got mad at him for in college was, playing too much hero ball, not passing, not moving without the ball in his hands. He was doing all that shit. And the Cavs need a wing. I don't think it's a secret that they've been kind of upset with Isaac Okoro. His offensive game hasn't been there. He's a second round pick. He's a rookie. I don't know if he's going to get a lot of minutes in the rotation, but the fit is there too from just a team standpoint.
Do you think that he could be better than Brandon Miller?
Yeah, because the Hornets are a cursed franchise that doesn't develop talent. Yes. That's the reason. That's what I have. I think when it comes to talent, yeah, sure, Emoni Bates has all the talent in spades, but it's one of those talent and applying it to the court, where or the willingness to improve. That first thing was for Miller that was more of a dig at the Hornets organization. I feel like Brandon Miller is going to be a good player in his own right once he leaves Charlotte after 2 years or whatever, his rookie deal or whatever happened. The Cavs did do a lot for getting their wings. They saw what they had. They had a bunch of bigs, they had a bunch of guards, and then they get Max Strus and Georges Niang. They get a bit of shooting as well. I think that Emoni Bates is not going to make an instant impact, but it would be cool for him. He's on a two-way. It would be cool for him to develop in the G League or get some minutes in the early regular season.
Tell them your theory on Michael Jordan in drafts.
Oh, yeah. I said this a couple of weeks ago. So, I mean, you watched The Last Dance. I take it how the whole big takeaway from that is Michael Jordan's a psychopath, and I will win at all costs no matter what. The goal is a championship every year, and that's cool as a player. But as an owner, sometimes it's important for you to, if you're the Hornets, they've been at best a mid-team for a lot of the past decade, the Kemba years. You shouldn't be trying to go all in every year and be buyers. You should maybe take a step back, maybe sell some guys, maybe learn to, sell some of your assets. So I'm not on board with tanking what the Sixers did, but you shouldn't go in all every year when you're not good, because being a middle pack team isn't going to work for you.
My Michael Jordan Bobcats Hornets theory is that their draft scouting process was just watching the March Madness tournament. If you go through the picks, it's Raymond Felton, Sean May, Adam Morrison, DJ Augustine, Gerald Henderson. It's like Michael Jordan only watched the March Madness, was okay, that guy. He's a dog in college. Okay, and then it's oh, what happened? And it's oh, the game is different, Mike. That's my theory. Because if you look at the picks, it's just Frank Kaminsky. It's all these picks. There's Frank Kaminsky, Noah Vonleh, Cody Zeller. Also, a lot of their best picks were traded immediately on draft. It was a pick that they didn't
Kobe.
Make, right? If you're constantly in that 8 to 12 slot draft wise, you're gonna make way more mistakes.
So, do you think they should have went with Scoot?
Yes, I am tired of teams drafting for fit.
Talk that shit, King.
Get the talent, get the upside, and then the fit comes later. I think that Scoot will be the better player, but that doesn't mean that Brandon Miller is going to be a bad player. I think that there's going to be a lot of upside for Brandon Miller. but I think he's going to be like, because when you're on the Hornets, you're playing against two teams. You're playing against yourselves and the organization, and then whoever's on the court.
Jordan's Hornets run as an owner hurts his legacy. I'm saying it now. I'm saying it now.
Get out of here.
Please. Anyway,
Why not?
we're just gonna know that we're gonna act like you didn't say.
I don't think that's true. I don't think that's true, but it doesn't make it not funny.
Exactly.
There
It's
you
my
go.
narrative.
That's a
It
good way
is
of putting
funny.
it.
It's my narrative. Stand with it.
Your narrative.
My narrative.
The Geo narrative. Does J-Bobby make you angry? Well, that's good. Let us know in the comments. Like and subscribe, baby.